Hi there and welcome. If you're working with control units in vehicles or mobile machinery and want to simplify your software development, then stick around. Today, I'm going to show you how the MRS Applic Studio can make your job a whole lot easier. Programming control units can be complex, especially when you're working with CAN, LIN, analog or digital I/O signals. But what if there was a tool that makes this process intuitive, flexible and fast? That's exactly what we've built, MRS Applics Studio, our very own development environment made for all MRS electronic products. Think of it as a software toolbox. Whether you're new to programming or a seasoned expert, Applic Studio has what you need. There are two ways to build your applications. Use our graphical interface, just drag and drop ready-to-use function blocks, or switch to C code for full control. You can create logic for all 8, 16 and 32-bit MRS controllers, even with little programming knowledge. When you launch Applic Studio, you will land in the main view. Here's what you'll see: quick access to your recent projects and an intuitive warning bar to keep you updated on open issues. Inputs, outputs and data points, all easily accessible from a drop-down menu. Once you open a project, you will move into the project view. It's divided into clear sections. Top bar for functions like documentation and error reporting. Sidebar for quick access to project creation and management tools. All important areas are just one click away. In the project status section, you will get key information at a glance: drawing number, hardware version, build status, last saved and compiled timestamp. These details help to keep your work organized and traceable. Add context to your project with software version, developer name, and application description. Want to set up CAN communication? Easy. Just open the CAN settings, adjust the baud rates, and select your CAN interfaces. Applic Studio comes packed with helpful features. Create your own variables to store and process values. Configure CAN messages to send or receive data across the CAN bus. And rename pins for clarity. No more guessing what in1 does. Need to collaborate? Import and export SIM and DBC files to easily share data with other systems. Advanced users can build their own graphic blocks with C code and save them in personal libraries. That's flexibility done right. Let's take a closer look at the graphical programming interface. It's built on a drag and drop system that lets you assemble applications from existing function blocks. Think of it like building a circuit diagram, only digitally. The toolkit on the right helps you to place and connect blocks. The top bar includes buttons to save and compile your project. If anything's missing, like a connection or value, the warning panel alerts you right away and shows you exactly where to look. On the left side, you will find the MRS standard library and the project library. Use these to access function blocks or create your own. You can organize complex projects using multiple pages, rename, add or delete pages easily, and export everything to PDF. Another important setting is cycle time. It defines how fast your application runs. For instance, a 10 millisecond cycle time makes your program very responsive, but slower cycles reduce the CPU load. To create your control logic, place function blocks, connect them to define signal flow, and assign inputs, outputs, or values as needed. Every block receives an execution number. This determines in which order it runs, a concept based on the input processing output model. And if your project involves CAN communication, just define data points in the CAN-DB editor to make CAN data easily accessible. Once your diagram is completed, save and compile it. Your visual logic is translated into machine code, ready for MRS controllers. Prefer writing code? Applic Studio supports that too. Experienced developers can use the usercode.c and usercode.h file to write logic in C. You can initialize parameters in usercode init and run main code in the usercode loop. The user API provides documentation, and external files can be added via the user sources folder. Everything is detected automatically. Want to control which files are compiled? Use the app user.mk file for advanced customization. Once you're done, use the Applics flasher to transfer your project to the module. It detects your device, monitors the flashing process, and confirms when it's done. Need more? The Applics flasher integration package is ideal for service tools and automated production setups. It includes a standalone console app, DLL, and full documentation. Perfect for CI/CD or remote updates. Before final development, test your setup using the test module tool. It checks communication, validates message flow, and helps you to detect errors early. With graphical programming and C-code options, powerful flashing tools, and modular flexibility, MRS Applic Studio is your all-in-one development suite. Whether you're optimizing a hydraulic system or creating smart sensor logic, Applic Studio has you covered. Get started today and experience how intuitive development can be with MRS Electronic.